Welcome to the Mediabox. Vladimir Vardanyan here to talk about your report on the draft convention for the protection of the profession of lawyer. What was talked about in the PACE hemicycle debate here today and what's been agreed on?
Actually, you know that the special group of experts prepared the convention which was considered and drafted it by the relevant circles, and we should provide an opinion. We were requested to provide an opinion on this issue, and the Parliamentary Assembly very carefully examined all the text of the draft convention, and we adopted the report actually, and we mentioned that it's quite important convention, it's a very special convention for the protection of the rights of lawyers as mediators and the guardians for the protection of the rule of law and human rights. The only one amendment is actually suggested to the Committee of Ministers, and this is an amendment which is about to have a clause on reservation, not to allow reservation tolerance. These conventions take into account that we are dealt with the document which interconnected with the human rights.
And why this draft convention? We heard a number of examples today about situations in which lawyers have been pressured, threatened.
For sure, the convention is very timely and very topical, taking into account that currently, especially in the authoritarian states, the lawyers who are, as I mentioned, the guardians of the rule of law are subject of different types of attack, intimidations, even the physical violence. We have also reported the cases of the killing of the lawyers for their professional, for implementation of their professional duties. So all the mention actually was based for the adoption of relevant resolutions by this assembly before, which became a base for the drafting of the convention. We do believe that this convention would improve the situation in the profession of lawyers in different countries. It's quite important that convention is not only intended to be limited by the Council of Europe member states, but also would be open for any other country which would like to be bound by this convention.
One concern which came up quite a lot today was to do with surveillance, Pegasus software. Do you have a comment on that?
Yeah, we actually, unfortunately, this issue wasn't covered in the convention, but we understand perfectly well that it's not just the issue which is the part of the communication between the client and the lawyer. It is a broader issue, and we express hope in the draft opinion, in the opinion adopted, that when the Committee of Ministers will start drafting the convention on the spyware, the issue of free communication between lawyer and client should be reflected, and unlawful usage of spyware, including Pegasus, should be regulated.
Mr. Vardanyan, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.